Come one, come all, gather round, gals, it's snippet time. Welcome to Sobriety Snippets for Women Over 40, where we elevate our mindset and trade hangovers for higher consciousness, one powerful snippet at a time. I'm Becca Jacobson, and yep, I got a snippet for you. You know, I'm creeping up to my 600th episode. That's coming in early March, and it's coinciding with 3 years. Somehow 3 years and 600 episodes are just coming together right at the same time. So March 11th, to be exact, we'll be celebrating not only 600 episodes, but 3 years. But the reason I bring that up, it's like my husband and others in my world who don't listen to the show will say, oh my God, what the hell do you talk about? Over and over. Like, how do you do these snippets? How do you come up with ideas? What's going on? Well, gals, it's a good question, isn't it? You'd think I'd run out of things to say. And the funny thing is, I'm not a very talkative person. I'm actually quite an introvert. And in a group of women, I'm usually the one saying the least. I have a little circle of women that we go hiking together, and I'll hike in silence. I like to listen. But somehow, when I turn on the old microphone, stuff just happens. Magic happens. And I believe that's a gift that I've been given, not just to speak when the microphone's on, but to speak when I'm connecting with you and with women like you, either in groups or one-on-one. I discovered that I'm good at it. I discovered not only that I'm good at this, but I'm good at helping women. And as I learn more and more about that power that I've been given, and as I accept it more and more, which was the hardest part, was accepting the fact that I'm good at this, because I'm not used to saying that. Like you, alcohol put me in a position of I'm really not very good. I just didn't feel good about myself. We feel unworthy. We lose our self-trust. I did not walk into sobriety all puffed up and feeling great about myself by any stretch of the imagination. And so it's been a long journey for me to be able to say, you know what, I'm good at this. And I'll accept that as a gift, and I will step into it. What got me thinking about this was Monday. We talked about Flossie, and if you weren't there on Monday, that's okay. We're looking at Florence Scovel Shinn's book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. And on Monday, something came up. I didn't go back and look, but we talked about the idea of the superconscious mind and how there is something for you to do that no one else can do. That's what Flossie said, something like that. As I say, I don't have the quote in front of me, but that idea of having something you're meant to be doing, right? Something we were put here for. And I believe that. And it doesn't have to be public. It doesn't have to be earth-shattering, but there is something. And I don't think I really believed that most of my life. But there is, my dears. I really do believe that. And I do talk to women and I hear them say, I would love to find something that I can be passionate about. And so let's talk about that today. How did I discover that this was the thing I was good at? Well, I can tell you how I didn't discover it. I didn't wake up one morning and say, I know, I'll be a really good podcaster and I'll be a really good coach and I'll help women change their lives. That is not what happened. It is not what happened. I got the idea to do it, and my attitude was, oh my God, what makes you think you can do that? And how the hell do you do it anyway? And oh my God, like how? I don't know how. I'm just an English teacher from a small rural college who just barely got a few years of sobriety. I don't know how to do that. But you know, the damn thing kept haunting me, right? And if it's coming from what Flossie calls the God mind or the superconscious mind, you really shouldn't be ignoring that. And so it kept knocking on my shoulder, tapping on my shoulder, and knocking at the back door of my mind. And so I finally thought, well, let me just see. Let me just see what this is all about. What does this mean? What does it look like? What are the possibilities? I mean, I don't know. And I was scared, terrified. As I said, I'm an introvert. I'm not a very talkative. Like the whole thing was just like bizarro. What is happening? But I followed that. I believed, you know, damn it, I've spent a lot of years under the thumb of alcohol, feeling less than pretty much everything, not feeling great about myself. What if I just decided to just try and see what would happen? And, you know, as I said, on March 11th, about a month from now, will be 3 years I've been doing this. And I turned on that microphone the first time back in March of 2023. And it was spooky and scary, and I didn't know what was going to happen, but I've changed drastically in those 3 years. And if you were to go back, you can listen to those first episodes. They're still there, and you can hear how I've changed. But the most important thing I want to share with you is that I didn't know what it was. Okay. I didn't know what it was. It meaning the thing that I was put here to do, the thing that you were put here to do. And so we don't discover it by going looking for it. That's what I wanted to say today. If you're curious to know, well, what is the thing? What would make me passionate? What could I do that really would help me to shine and feel fulfilled? Don't go looking for it. Just start healing, and it will come to you. Let me say that again, please. Don't go looking for it. Just start healing, and it will come to you. It will come to you. It's yours, my dear. It will come to you. But it will never show up if you're under the spell of alcohol, if you're emotionally struggling, if you're not on an emotional journey of healing and strength, if you're not healing emotionally. I'll say it 3 different ways, because this is not an alcohol journey, it's an emotional journey. And if you're not on that journey, you won't find it. It can't pop in. It can't come to you. You can't hear it because you're tangled up in emotions and tangled up in alcohol. And when you first come into sobriety and alcohol leaves the scene, then you're just raw, tangled up with emotions with no alcohol to self-soothe. And it's not going to show up there either. What we do is we come on this journey, and it will come. As you heal and your mind clears and your heart clears, and you start getting not just mental clarity, but emotional clarity, when you're not tangled up in shame, resentment, fear, doubt, self-loathing, when those things heal and smooth off, and when you free up the emotional energy that is tangled up in those emotions take up part of your energy and make you feel older than you actually are. And that's why I teach emotional healing. We can't carry around wounds from the past and expect to feel great and light and finding our life's purpose. We just cannot. So if you're curious to know, what would it feel like to find my path? And I have women say this to me in emails or when they do the sacred mirror. I want to know, I want to find something to make me feel passionate about life again. Many of us had some passion back in the day, in our 20s, in our teens, in our 30s, whatever. But life comes along, life happens. And alcohol happens, and it's just gone. And I'll have women say, I would love to feel like find something to make me excited about living again, excited about getting up in the morning, having something I'm doing that feels great, that I can get better at, right? And this is how you do it. You start the journey and let it come to you, and it will. Don't try to force it. Don't go looking for it. Don't sit tapping your fingers, waiting for it. Just focus on your journey of emotional healing, and it will arrive. And it'll probably arrive in a completely unexpected way. Never would have guessed in a million years that this is what I would have been doing. I just couldn't, right? And it doesn't matter. But it will arrive as you open your heart, free up the energy that you are using right now in negativity. Free that up. Free up those emotions. Heal those emotions. Forgive yourself. Huge. That's huge. That's a journey right there. And it will come. And then you'll feel younger than you felt in decades. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel energetic. And you'll want to get up in the morning and attack your day because you'll have something that excites you again. And it's not tied to any other human. It's not about finding the right partner. That might happen too. We don't go looking for any of these things. We heal and they come to us because we free up the energy. We open our hearts. All of a sudden, we're radiating different vibrations of peace and joy and love and freedom, not just for others, but for ourselves. And that opens up a pathway for beautiful things to come to us. Right now, they can't because alcohol stunts us emotionally. That's the bottom line. That's why this is not an alcohol journey. It's an emotional journey. I hope I've got you excited today, gals. I really hope I've got you excited today to take the steps necessary to come on this journey for real. Not as a surface dweller, but for real. As someone who really digs in and says, I'm going to find out what this is like. And today I'm going to offer you something I've never offered on the show before. It's actually fairly new. This is a little 10-day course I created called Free in 10. Free in 10. It's a 10-day mini course where I send you audios and videos, one each day, with a little bit of homework, and I bring you on a 10-day journey to show you how to get things started. You and I together for 10 days. Free in 10. You can get it today in the show notes. Thanks for popping in. Be sure to come back next time so I can keep your head on straight. Sending you buckets of love.